The urinary system. The primary function of the urinary system is excretion, which is the removal of metabolic waste and nitrogenous waste such as urea. The second function of the urinary system is the regulation of blood volume and pressure, which is accomplished by the concentration and the dilution of urine. The third function of the urinary system is the regulation of the concentration of solutes in the blood. Solutes include glucose, sodium, chloride, potassium, and calcium. The fourth function is the regulation of extracellular fluid pH. In order to accomplish that, the kidneys secrete hydrogen ions to help regulate the extracellular fluid pH. The fifth function of the urinary system is the regulation of red blood cell synthesis. In order to accomplish this, the kidneys secrete a hormone called erythropoietin, which regulates the synthesis of red blood cells in bone marrow. And finally, the urinary system plays a role in the synthesis of vitamin D. The organs and structures of the urinary system include 2 kidneys, 2 ureters, 1 urinary bladder, and 1 urethra. The kidney is the primary organ of the urinary system for the process of excretion. The kidney is a bean-shaped organ located in the posterior abdominal cavity. The kidney is known as a retroperitoneal organ because it's located behind the peritoneum. External structures of the kidney include the fibrous connective tissue covering that surrounds the kidney called the renal capsule, the indentation on the medial side of the kidney where blood vessels and the ureter enter and exit called the hilum, the renal artery which delivers oxygen-rich blood to the kidney, the renal vein which transports oxygen-poor blood away from the kidney, and the ureter which transports urine from the kidney to the urinary bladder. From an internal view, you can see how the renal artery further subdivides into smaller arterioles, and the veins further subdivide into smaller venules. The outermost layer of the kidney is called the renal cortex, and the middle layer of the kidney is called the renal medulla. Removing the renal artery and vein, we can clearly see more internal structures of the kidney, such as the renal pyramids, which consists of the loops of Henle and the collecting ducts of the nephron. After the renal pyramids are the renal papilla, followed by the minor calyces, which merge to form the major calyces, both which transports urine from the renal pyramids to the renal pelvis. And finally, between the renal pyramids are the renal columns. After urine is produced, the pathway of urine through the kidney begins in the renal pyramids, through the renal papilla and into the minor calyx, into the major calyx, into the renal pelvis, and out the ureter.